Welcome. Everything, guys. Let's bring it forward. Welcome. Another live session. Let's make this one very memorable live session, guys. I hope that you had an enjoyable day. As volatility keep pushing, now we see that gold is forming a reversal pattern. What I see that gold, and just a couple of minutes ago I see that AUDUSD also has formed a reversal pattern here. There is a liquidity grab, there is a liquidity trigger with this bullish candle. We see that AUDUSD is bouncing another way. AUDUSD early today after the news has formed the price action, which is showing potential reversal on all of them. So if you look at AUDUSD, has come back to a very important level of support. And let me delete all of them, because AUD, USD and gold highly related. What I think that now we might see majority of the pairs, we could see that getting a reversal. Now there is a liquidity candle has formed in AUD USD with this 20 EMA retest, which eventually could take AUD USD and gold to the upside. The way this price action has formed with this pin bar, long pin bar, it's a huge pin bar, followed by we see that this is a big middleman with liquidity grab, and this one looks to me that having potentially bullish momentum. So reflecting it on gold, what I think that gold, the way we expected gold to revert back to the downside, we see that gold now bouncing back up. So that could be a false breakdown on gold. If it is the case, if this is the case, then it is not unusual to see that gold has just reversed back to the resistance level again. From the weekly, the market has crossed that doji. I don't want to make a very early opinion at the moment, as the market after pullback could still drop down to this support level. So with that being said, what we will be waiting on, this is the gold candle, a pin bar followed by quite a few bullish candle on the 1 hour. It is crucially important to see where gold is heading. Either it is reversing or just going to retest and reverting back. So I want to know, guys and girls, what's your view on gold and such as AUD USD and gold? Do you think that they have just reversed, or it is another pullback and it is coming back down again? I think that you see, look at AUD USD support, that previous support here. Okay, so this is the previous support on AUD USD, daily support. Big move happened from here. The price, what it did, it has come but we saw a rejection, but it didn't make enough post breakdown before jumping up. So to make a move on, let's say on a AUDUSD to the major direction of the trend, I expected further drop and then to go back up. So if that's the case, we could see the same reflection on gold. Is still probability for gold to drop down for me, but as I mentioned, it could just reverse also. So that is why lower time frame price action is so important for us at the moment, as there will be a news coming up that will give us a full understanding of what the market is going to do. If gold breaks down from here, that could lead gold to come down well below this level. Now, a couple of scenario may happen. If you look at the daily again, you see this is the daily support and resistance. It is also possible for gold today to go back up and then to drop back down again after a retest. So potential for many probability may happen. There are quite a few probabilities. So the main goal here for us is to look at the price action and then acting based on the present moment. Okay guys, so it's important that we always act based on present moment. Now at the moment, what I see that present moment, guys, I see the views are very high but likes is very low. So let's make it to equal as the view as the like. Smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out. You're not missing out me, or I'm not missing out you. Give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, press that bell notification so that any content that I'm posting every single day, you are notified as soon as I am releasing them. And your support to the channel is always appreciated. Let me see here. Okay, now so gold is, we see that move. Now it is possible for gold to return back to this resistance, that means 2029 or below that, and then to return back to the support level again, which is possible for gold to go up, retest, and then to revert back again. So we will be looking at how the market is doing, and based on that we will be entering a position. Thank you for the support to the channel, much appreciated. Okay, so let me look at that. Sam, hello coach Sam, I've been listening to you voice all day from your courses. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it. Definitely, this is what you are dedicated, and I'm sure that you're gonna find it very quickly improving in your trading. Make sure that you always stay grounded, keep track, and look at the bigger picture all the time. Stephen, thank you. Victor, Robert, thank you. Robert, Victor, are you confident the news today US employment claims will be positive for US dollar? I am not confident. We don't know what is gonna happen, because until the news is being released, we don't know. But let's look at from both perspective. Okay, so because as the news coming up, as the data will be released, we could see that a bit more, what I'd say, that a biased situation, because we saw that so far DXY was very stronger. Probably you have seen my weekly Forex forecast. DXY was very stronger, and for the first time we see that today DXY getting some kind of weakness. Now this weakness could be that the market is most likely, this weakness could lead gold or DXY could be a pullback and a returning back with the data. Now if the way the market is heading seems like that data will be negative for DXY, could be. Or if we see that it has come as a positive, then we will be looking for entry opportunity. Before that, price action is only the key that we have to look at the market. I'll tell you my view on how I look at the data release instead of looking at a predetermined or premeditated outcome. I more importantly look at the price action, because there is always a relationship between price action and the data. So if you think of how many situations we have in this universe, present, past, and future, right? So present is in the now, past doesn't exist, future also doesn't exist, isn't it? Then where do they exist? They exist in the mind. The only thing exists is in the present moment. Present also doesn't exist because every moment is being passed. So then how do you use that in trading? Data release is either future or the past. What have been released so far became past, and what is coming up is future. Neither have any existence, right? Because what have been released will not tell you what's gonna release or what's gonna come, and what will come yet to come, so we don't know it, right? Then how do you use the present moment? Is the price action. The price action is telling you in the now, in this moment, in this present moment, what's happening in the market. That's only the thing that we can do, because at the end of the day, it's all the present moment. When you look at the present moment, you actually understand the infinite nature of everything, because past and future is in fact merely a projection of the mind, right? If you look at the theory of relativity by Einstein, then you know that actually it's all about the creation of the mind. So therefore, if we look at the data release, let's see how we can look at from the price action perspective. If I give you an example, looking at the GBPJPY, looking at the 4-hour, just to see. You see, this candle is a perfect example of how to look at the data release from price action perspective. There was quite a few news has come out on GBP. Let me bring out the Forex factory. What I'm telling you guys is the real stuff that will change. If you just pay attention, it will be completely a twist on your trading. Look at this week. Tuesday there was GBP climate count change. BOE, government Bailey speak Bank of England. CPI, retail sales, that has just been, it's coming up tomorrow, right? So because there has been GBP every day, what day this candle has formed is on the 9th of January, 24th of January, 9th of January. I have a dyslexia a little bit. So it's 9th of January, Tuesday. So if we look at 9th of January, sure? Yeah. So if you look at now here, which day, come on. Yeah, go back to past. You see 9th of January, right? Now, there was no GBP news until 11th of January. From this starting of this month, you see, no GBP. The whole month without GBP. And then 9th of January, 10th, starting with 11th of January GBP, 12th of January GBP, 16th of January so GBP has started for the month. And when this candle has formed on 9th of January, the market picked up from 2nd of January, big move. So when you see a pair such as AUD or GBP or CNHS or JPY, quite a few back-to-back high impact news coming up, regardless of data release, if you see that pair is giving you a very high impact, very good price action confirmation, go for it, because this is the sign that this pair is gonna be crazy regardless of data release. Now, what will be the outcome? No one knows, but who knows, they already has placed a lot of order that we can follow along, because it's all about going with the flow, going with the water. You know that if you look at a very narrow channel, okay, and look at a bigger channel, see how the water moves. It doesn't get any conflict, you see, like that. Just move along smoothly. So be like the water and follow along so that you can become like a fluid and stay wherever you are, take the shape wherever you are. So similarly, the market moves like a water, you see, just going with the flow, looking, find the flow, and then take the trade to move along the direction of the trend. Now at the moment we see that this market looks to me that a bit more exhausted. GJ trying to break down. I think we might see a local breakdown is possible. The market is at the resistance level. There is a significant movement. If we look at the Elliott wave, which basically here may not be fully applied, but 3 waves we see. it might try to drop back down here. The gas, we need to look at the actual movement, actual price action. So if you look at here, what do we see? The market is forming smoothly series of lower high, and we can expect it to drop down to this support level here. So this is where we can expect for GJ to drop down. I had an early today trade on GJ and also on gold. GJ, I just had to close at entry. Gold one trade came out to be very good after yesterday's dollar yen. Bringing our journal. This is to this week's day trading journal. So far, very good we have done. Keep doing that. So almost nearly 5% growth on day trade. So we'll be still, we have 2 days to go, and I will keep trading based on that now at the moment. So looking at the 4-hour on GJ, it looks to me that we might see reversal on GJ potential. And one thing that I was waiting, I was looking at the chart early today also on GBPJPY. If you look at here, what do you see? That the market is forming series of lower high. Still, it didn't make any manipulation to the upside. This kind of, when this kind of reversal happen, you can expect manipulation at the top for this movement. So I think that, I don't think, guys, let me know what do you think. I want to make a poll here, and let me know what do you think on GJ. I love making the poll because you guys, what you say, it happens. Last time you said that gold is going to drop, it dropped. You guys said that gold is going to up, is going up. I want to ask about the GJ, and as soon as I will see the vote, I will place a trade based on the pool, because you guys are very intelligent. So let me know GBPJPY, which way it is heading. So cast a vote, guys, and let me see what's your view on GBPJPY. Let me know if it is it's about to reverse or it is coming down. So let's see. Community vote is very important. Good evening, thank you. Pullback. Good afternoon, watching from Botswana. Thank you. XC is going down to 1985. Yes, thank you very much. Victor, is the US unemployment claims is below the forecast? Should be doing. So we saw that on AUD, it was a big shift on the data. Should we buy or sell in that scenario, Victor? It's should we buy or sell in that scenario? You can do both depending on the price action. We'll be looking at, because trading is all about finding the right price action and then going along with it. Almost finish your online course, Sam. Well done, you are very fast. Take time, okay? You need to digest. You know, if you have a big bowl of food, don't eat it all in one time, because it might not digest. It's not all, you know, it's not only finishing the course, is also about digesting. So what do I mean by digesting? Means that when you go slow, especially in trading, you started to see those patterns, because all the information that you see on the course, you will find a proof of them on the chart. So to see that proof, so that your brain get programmed, you need to give yourself some time. All right, so be slow, slow down and go slow but steady. You know the story between tortoise and fox? So fox said that, okay, I'm very fast, you are very slow. Tortoise said, yeah, but let's have a race. And then fox started to smile, laughing at him. Are you crazy? Let's do it. And then they started to run and run and run. Tortoise going very slow, 1 foot at a time, but the fox like a you know, or I guess the rocket. He almost finished. Just he can see the finish line. He said, "Oh, this tortoise is very slow. Just he will get his poor tortoise. You know, I don't want to finish it right now. Let me have a little bit of sleep. Let him come, and then I'll give him a surprise." And the fox fall asleep. And the tortoise was so dedicated that he count every step he gave. And the fox fall asleep, wake up in the morning seeing that the tortoise has taken the trophy. So slow is faster. In trading, less is more. So be slow and consistent, and then you can make all the things that you need. Thank you. Your idea on psychology was amazing. Trading psychology is so important and not talked about enough. Yes, Sam, thank you. And yeah, I see that your dedication, and you are welcome to Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Your addition definitely will help us to be more and more. Thank you, and let's keep growing as a trader in that way. Sale will happen tomorrow. You mean, Ebenezer, what kind of sale? You mean our academy sale? Our academy sale ended last month. So now with the new year, I saw that early today we have few spots left with the coupon that was offered in our previous sale. So that coupon can be used today also, which is an additional $100 discount I have shared with you. So this is where you can use and join us to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, where you can learn and grow as a trader. So once you are our member, you can access many of my tools that I use. Currently, I'm offering all my secret trading tools to the VIP members. So one of them that I'm using currently, this is my, what I would say, the lifelong strategy, which is the AI. So EI, this is basically an engulfing intelligent. So it scans the most intelligent engulfing pattern and find it and trade it. So this is one of my favorite trading tool currently I'm using. So it can be used on 1 minute, even on gold and many other instruments. So if I go back to see some of the past, it may not give a lot of trade, but there is one here, massive drop from that level, because it will use the pending order here. It's a big trade. If I look at the past, it didn't work out here. This one worked out definitely, because there will be a pad here. If I look at, this is 1 minute, so it's in the same day or the day before. This is a massive winner. There is one here, a big win. This is the biggest win. It's almost 10 times profit on that. I go back, there's one here, big win. Okay, starting from here you can see prices come well below here. It also can be at least 5 to 6 times profit on that. So this is my trading strategy that I use to trade. There is one here, this one didn't work out. This one worked out very well. So this is EI indicator, and also the same one available as an EI trading automated system, available for all the lifetime members. If you are in our academy this week, you can get it for free. Join me today using that coupon that you can see. If you are our lifetime member, you can have access to all the tools that I am using for lifetime. Join me. Once you are on the website, then you can click join now button, and you will be able to join. Additionally, another $100 coupon given on the live chat. You can use that to join and to get access to everything that we have in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Let me give you that website address. So all you need to do is visit the website and then click join now button. Once you are in the academy, just send me a text. I do keep contact with all the VIP members so that they can grow and learn as a trader. And also I will be teaching this strategy that you have seen on the screen on Zoom class, so that traders can use the indicator and also can learn the same strategy to trade every single day. So with that being said, let's look at the GBPJPY, and then also we'll be keeping eye on gold, how it is doing. I think GJ might have a downside here. The way you can see that the market is forming series of lower high on the 4-hour. Now let's see the multi-time frame approach, how the market is doing. Looking at the monthly chart on GBPJPY, if we look at the monthly, here is what we see, that this is the monthly bullish engulfer, followed by, you see there is a red candle here, a big red candle on the monthly, which is basically liquidity grab. And we see that the market already has broken that resistance level. At the moment, the price is above the monthly resistance, and I think that we could see that the market is coming down for a deeper pullback, and from that zone we can expect for the price to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So looking at weekly perspective on GJ, this is the weekly bullish engulfer, followed by a middleman. This week so far the market has reached that resistance level. Any manipulation to the upside will give us a very high probability for GJ to drop down. Now it is possible with the news for GJ to drop even back to this support and then revert back again. So any drop to any of this monthly support is a level where we can look for another entry on GJ to the upside or to the downside based on the price action. Now the way the price is forming, if it managed to grab liquidity, we can look for the selling opportunity or the reversal trade. But at the moment we see a bit more volatile here. Once you will see that entry, we can look for. So from 15 minutes we saw that drop, and then has gone back up again, and then we saw this liquidity candle has formed. At the moment, this is a bull flag here. This bull flag initially has broken, but it still couldn't make an impression that it's gonna revert back. I think that we could see GJ ultimately at least dropping to 187. After that, we even see that change of trend to this support level, or trying to create another impulse to the upside. So let me see what you guys are. I see the 33 votes, GBPJPY, which way it's heading. So 64% about to reverse, 38% still bullish. So very good prediction. Let me look at gold and then we'll come back again on GJ. Looking at the monthly chart on gold, we'll be doing a full multi-time frame analysis, and then we'll be looking at this one here, looking at the monthly chart on gold. Now from the monthly perspective, this is a monthly middleman here, and with this monthly middleman, you see this is a big middleman, followed by, from that level we see that the market started to drop to this support level here, and as the market started to drop from the monthly, I think that, you know, gold in the beginning it was predicted as from the first. So I expected that gold to drop to this monthly support level, which we could see eventually dropping down to the monthly support level. Now before it is monthly dropping the monthly support, we could see, as you can see, it's now pushing high, another push to the upside for a pullback. So looking at the weekly, previous week a doji, this week probably you guys have seen that in the past 2-3 days, this is what I was mentioning, that gold is likely to create series of lower high, which eventually could drop to the downside, create a new lower low. Now if we look at the daily chart, now from the daily, this is the daily chart here, a long bearish candle followed by a long bearish candle again. So far the market has gone up. Now if the market reverses from here, that could lead gold to drop to the daily support or even break that one, which eventually can happen if it reverses from here. But at the moment we will be relying on the lower time frame price action to see how the market is doing. Okay, so from 15 minutes, a big long bearish engulfer. Let's see the news calendar again, when the news is coming. So it's only 45 minutes. This is the swing low here from 15 minutes. So let me know about the gold now. What do you think? What's your opinion on gold? I see the GJ guys around 55.45. So GBPJPY, so community is almost nearly equal. Let me look at gold. I'll create another pool, guys. Then let's see where you guys are heading to. Well, can you explain about order flow? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is what okay. So if we look at NASDAQ, Babaya, yeah, NASDAQ. Can you look at indices? Yeah, I will be looking at that. Can you explain order flow? Yeah, absolutely. We will be also looking at that. Elizabeth, it must reverse from here. Yeah, looks to me that it might reverse from here. The way it has formed, you see, when the market trend, the structure is very different here. So it's like a tree trying to break down. Job, yeah, absolutely, thank you. Will definitely continue go up overall. Hello sir, today I have a CE hold 29 February. Sure. CE, what is CE? Can you explain about order flow, please? Yes, this is what we discuss here a lot. I'll be discussing on that. Thank you. Shamala, hello coach. I have placed a sell on oil. Can you advise, please? Oil? Oil, this is the most what I would say. This is a fish pattern. So I'd say that oil has made. Can't be better than this, the consolidation. And until it breaks out from this fish pattern, I wouldn't place any order, because if you look at here, what do you see? That this is a long week. You see there is a long week here, also there is a long week here, and now it's forming that narrow pattern here. And with that fish pattern, what I think that WTI is likely to already it breaks out, it breaks down in both direction. It has made significant liquidity grab, and I think that WTI might be highly likely we could see do further manipulation and then going back. I wouldn't say at the moment, because it's a fully compacted fish pattern. So we need to see a complete breakout from that pattern, then I would say that where we can look at for entry. Okay, now, yeah, of course, there is a trade which should be coming up. Sam, yeah, absolutely. Thanks. I think you are going through all of them. That's very good. Very good. Patrick, you didn't check every grain of rice. It's just cooked one grain. Yeah, very good, Patrick. Very good point. Middle bearish candle, 30 minutes time frame. Yeah, Victor, sir. Have you opened any trade on gold yet? Not yet. Not yet. No trade yet. Open. Waiting for an entry. We want to open trades today. Yesterday in NY, we didn't open on the live, but we have opened quite a few VIP trades. I want to find high probability trade. Now this is a support here, which turn resistance, and so with this big bull move, the market has made significant move from here on GJ. And gold, both of them will keep eye. GBPUSD also we see a bit more consolidation. Which pair giving us best trade, we'll be discussing that one as well. In the morning, you expected gold to grab liquidity from 12 point to continue dropping, so why not to sell it now? Yes, sir. We sold gold. We had a trade early today, and this is what we expected, and it did that. You see this crash down. If you look at the 5 minutes, it was a massive crash. And I posted the same trade on the VIP group. So I stick to my plan. I post 2 trades. One didn't work out, but the other one has come down to where it should be. So the second trade is this one. So if I bring that up, so this is where I have sold. So this is the daily resistance that we talk about in our previous live. You see, this is the trade that the second time was sent out to the VIP group, and if you look at in that area, what do you see? See from here. So this is basically the daily resistance. After breaking that high, we saw a crash down here. I think not this one, this one. This is the trade that I have opened. And the market in fact has made significant move from that level. We saw around more than 50 pip drop, and then we saw again gold has gone up. At the moment, this is the swing low here, and this is the swing high. And as I mentioned before, the trend is the most important part of your trading. And trends sometimes make us confused is because it's all about trend within the trend. It's the spiral within the spiral. Okay, so sometimes very complex to understand. While we see GJ had a drop, another liquidity candle on GJ. The way I want to see on GJ, before dropping to that level, to break this, which is one probability, and then to revert back down here. The market is showing bearish. Anytime we could see that drop, but it's still, because it's a long-term bull market, without proper manipulation, I don't want to sell GJ. If it goes up from a very long week candle, especially above this level, there is a high liquidity, which will be a very good place for us to look for selling on GBPJPY. So going back to gold again, as I mentioned, it's trend within the trend, and that's why sometimes it becomes confusing to either it's an uptrend or downtrend. You see, gold is in an uptrend or a downtrend. As you know, that the most important secret as a trader to look at is to find out the trend. You see, there is a lot of information out there. Okay, this, that, look at this, look at that, look at this data, look at this data, look at this software, look at that, a lot of information out there that make you confused, right? But the most important part here is to look at the trend, and then look at the liquidity, and then price action. See if it works. If you pay attention, you will understand exactly what I said is what you see in the real market information. Now, looking at gold, what do you see? Gold is in an uptrend or in downtrend at the moment? It's very important, right? We'll be discussing on that. Let me see. I think that the market here, the way it is forming, I think this is currently exhausted. Yeah, so it's forming a kind of reversal pattern in that area that might lead gold to so we have a 1 hour candle closed on gold with a long wick, and this candle, this is still showing bullish. You see, there is a wickless candle here, and there is a long wick candle here. This is the swing low, swing high. Now the question is gold is in an uptrend or in a downtrend, right? This is sometimes got very confusing, right? Gold, for me, it's in a downtrend, because always you need to see, when you see, let's say, a market form this, right, like that. Now when it is going here to test the swing low as a resistance, in this downtrend, the market creating series of lower high, a drop and pullback, a drop, pullback. So when you see that, then what do you see here? When this market going up for a pullback, it's not gonna go straight, and that is where the confusion comes, because if it does like that, everyone understand the market, okay, it's a pullback, it will bounce here and will come back, but it's gonna do again another trend like that, you see. So a pullback in a downtrend is in an uptrend. So, and then within that there is another trend. So here it is in another trend, and in this uptrend also like this, okay, and then like this. So there is a trend within the trend, and to understand it, what you need is the swing lows, not this trend, the swing lows, swing highs, so that you can see where the market is going, heading to. You see, this is a downtrend and this is a swing low here. I'm not saying that now gold will just drop, but I'm explaining the direction of the trend until you see this market has established uptrend. It's still in a downtrend. This channel, the market when reverse, it doesn't reverse with a channel, it reverses with a clear reversal pattern and then retest the neckline and then reverse from here. At the moment, what I think that is, this is a channel where gold may continue to drop further to this support or further based on how the price action is doing. But at the moment we see that gold is still in a downtrend, and for me this move is an overextension. It might just come back down again. You look at the daily, okay, we see that after this doji, the market has tested this, and at the moment we see the market is pushing down to this level here. So with that being said, any liquidity grab from the top on gold can give us selling opportunity. I think that we could see ultimately the price is dropping down in that direction. So we will be waiting for a deeper liquidity grab, then we can look for entry. Let me go to the GJ where, yeah, so we see GJ, as I mentioned, without a strong liquidity graph from the top, it's not worth selling on GJ. So even get ready for another spike to create a new higher high before reversing. So that's why I was waiting on GJ for this spike, and then we will be looking for that entry opportunity. Guys, in the meantime, before I progress further, smash the like button, give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content, that I'm posting every single day. Okay, now let me find out what's happening with AUDUSD. So AUDUSD has broken quite a few liquidity candle. We saw that there was a huge breakout, and this market is extremely confusing at the moment. We need to wait for the data to be released, and then we can look for that entry. Let me see. So I didn't think gold. Okay. Afternoon. The way gold is forming, I expect a downward spike, then we have a good buy. Push it. Nasdaq. Okay. Gold is downtrend, where is now existed moving up. No, gold is, for me, what I think that you see that when a market, so if it is gold in downtrend, then I will explain why it's going up and what could happen. Nasdaq, yeah, that's good. Thank you. Why are you afraid? What do you mean by I'm afraid? Chokes. S&P 500. Your USD coach, thank you very much. Are there any possible trade today? Okay, so let's see what kind of say he'll send. What are you talking about? No one moved from anyone from chat group. So if you are posting on the link to posting the link on the chat group, then definitely you will be, if you break the rules, I have to look after the other members in the group. The admin is there. Most likely you break the rules, because if you're posting the link that might bring a virus or anything like that, how can you be on the group? So I have to ask what's your username? After this live session, send a text. So I have heard that some of the members posted the link that has a virus. So if that's the case, you will be kicked out from the chat, absolutely. So make sure you maintain that, because everyone needs her safety in the chat. Thank you. The way gold is forming, I expect a downtrend. Yep. So this is what we are expecting here. Now, if you look at, so what do you see that this is the move on gold, and still the price didn't test this swing low, this support, okay, which is turning resistance. We see that before touching that, the market is started to revert back in that direction. And what we could see in this area, what we can expect on any kind of the way the market is heading, forming here, which is potentially a bearish structure, but I will be waiting for the price to give us that liquidity grab. This is one of the most talked okay, so one of the most important. Okay, so if you have any concern, please, anyone, if you have any concern, come back to me after the live session. I will talk to you, okay? Because make sure that everyone is respected in the group, and also you know the group rules, so must be respectful to each other. It's very essential, okay? Because we have boys, girls, different cultural background and everything. But I don't know what happened. After the live session, come back to me, then I will be looking at, and definitely everyone have your turn, no problem at all, okay? Don't worry. Okay, so now here is this is the gold zone here, and in that level what we can expect gold to go up to retest and then to drop back down to this support level. So now at the moment, the way these structures form here on gold, this structure is very complex in that area. We only have 15 minutes for the news to come, and then after the news we will be looking at potential entry. First of all, let's see how the market does, and then we will be looking at that entry. Okay. Okay, thank you. And also the guys who are on the VIP chat group, see, I can tell you publicly and openly that this is only the academy where everyone on the VIP chat can post your own post. You will not find anywhere any academy or any group where you have the opportunity to speak or post what you want to post, because in other group they post what you want to see, but here you have because we created that platform where everyone can post each other, but at the same time you need to use it in the right way. That's what because it's your group and it's your academy, so make sure everyone yeah, absolutely. Forex funded trader, what's your post? I don't know. Here on the chat, I don't know, it's automatically removed most likely, because in this chat there is a keyword, let's say any kind of keyword that is harmful, maybe automatically removed, I don't know. So thank you for that. And my daily gold made head and shoulder. So in daily gold, okay, so you wanted to say in daily gold made head and shoulder pattern and break the neckline. Okay, so you say that in daily gold made head and shoulder pattern and break the neckline. Okay, let me see, but here I think gold might give us an entry. This is happened just before the news. There is always trade shows up, because just for a trap. This candle showing potentially trade here. As I mentioned, we might see that drop. Okay, before the news. Okay, so the daily head and shoulder, you think that gold daily head and shoulder retest the neckline. Okay, I understand what you said. Let me delete all of them. I exactly understand. You wanted to say that gold has made this head and shoulder on the daily, okay, and then retest the neckline, and then you are expecting it to drop. Very, very good understanding, because this is the regular way the market moves. When a market reverse, it normally form that reversal pattern like that, head and shoulder or anything like that, breakdown, retest, and then we can expect it to drop, right? This is a normal rhythm or language of the market. Now if you look at here on gold, yes, absolutely, you are right, gold has made a head and shoulder, and now it is retesting the neckline. Okay, so we need to understand that it is retesting the neckline. So to be a valid head and shoulder and the price to reject, you want to see that the market has reversed from that level, which is what I am expecting with the news. The way this market, you see, this is a consolidation pattern, it's a kind of reversal, and this is a support. As I in the beginning we discussed about the downtrend on gold, so I had a question to ask you, either gold is in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So if you look at here, gold is in a downtrend, right? That's why we look at the multi-time frame. You see, so the market now has tested the swing low, and we can expect it to drop. So if you look at those levels, those swing high and low, and we see that, right? So this is the previous resistance, support, support, resistance. Okay, so this is what we need to look at in this kind of market. The price, we have seen that swing high is tested, and now we can expect for the price to drop. So this is what we see at the moment, and the market so far showing bearish pattern. Okay, so with the news 10 minutes remaining, there is a bearish candle here. If the news giving that a spike candle, right, a big long wick candle, then looking for selling is very justified. We'll be looking at that. And GJ, how it is doing? This one is very manipulative at the moment, very manipulative, and absolutely very choppy in that area. We need that manipulation on GBPJPY for this drop here. Yeah, so GJ, what I will be waiting for the price to, I think if it is reversed from here, we should see that the market has gathered enough liquidity, either forming a double top here, retesting and then reversing back, or even keep pushing high again. Depending on, really will determine how the market is doing. Yes, I have explained your post, Forex funded trader. I have explained to your post. So daily chart made that head and shoulder. I hope that you got it, got an answer. Please check Euro USD. Yeah, I will be looking at that. GBPJPY dollar CAD will be looking at. Completely downtrend gold. Thanks for kind explanation. You are always welcome. You're always welcome. So let's look at now on, yeah, you see that the market after this candle, yeah, we see that now the news always give us, the price action give us this before the news, because at the moment if we enter, it's gonna have a spike. Just be back, guys. I'll take only 30 seconds break and coming back to you. So let's see where gold is, what it is doing here. Okay, so we see that after this rejection, gold has been able to break down, and with the news there is significant breakdown here on gold. We'll keep eye both on GJ and gold. GBPJPY also at the moment it is in a very narrow channel. We'll keep aside on GJ. Let me look at euro dollar, and euro dollar also, you see that after this forming this head and shoulder, had a big breakdown. I think all the USD pairs doing the same thing. AUDUSD also, GBPUSD also, but looks like that euro dollar had a bit more stronger breakdown along with gold. So this is what in the beginning of the session I was discussing on. If you look at the 1 hour chart on gold, what do we see here? So we see that this market is trending. Okay, and with that trend, the market tested this previous support, down resistance, exactly with that, and from that level, this previous support, turn resistance here, and we see that the market had a rejection at the moment. We see it is now approaching this trend line. So we need to see that the market has given us a very good liquidity candle just after the confirmation. Okay, so we see that so far big drop in that area. Finding an entry is essential here. Okay, big spike down, and so let's see what happened with the data. Forecast was 206, again good for DXY. Unemployment claims is good for DXY. So we saw this move on gold to this swing high is basically, as I mentioned before, has tested the swing high, and it's not at the end. Let's see how the price is doing here. Let me see on GJ. Okay, GJ is maintaining still that bullish price action. For me, after this news also we saw bounce on GJ. It might keep pushing high. Okay, so I will be going long on GBPJPY from this level. Stop loss will be around 24 to 25 pip based on the entry, and I will be targeting here first 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio on GBPJPY. And let me find out my, sometime it becomes quick. Where is GJ? Come on. Minutes. Going very fast. Don't leave me alone without taking the trade. 188.099. Shit, I lost my risk reward. But anyway, I'm entering. It's a very quick move on GJ. I have entered. I lose some of my risk reward, but it might come down for liquidity grab again. But I took a very smaller risk on that. My entry is a bit late, and before I post it to the VIP group, also it bounced up. No problem. We could see further move on GJ. I'll be posting the same trade to the VIP group, probably a bit late entry, but let's keep pushing high. What's happening with Eurujpy? I'll explain later, guys, why I have entered. So around 20 pip, 25 pip stop loss. So GJ, I'm buy, and I'll let you know what I'm doing, because if we see significant movement with this news, we'll be taking profit out. We are buy on GJ. I hope that, guys, you are energized for another trading day, expecting it to bounce up, breaking that resistance, unless we are unfortunate. But let's see the way the market has formed. We should see that bounce, but this 5 minutes candle is crucial, that we want to see that it has been able to manage to break to the upside. We see multiple liquidity grab on this instrument, and after multiple liquidity grab, we can expect it to have significant bounce on GJ. But so a big bull candle. Now here is, if it is manipulating, then we might see that GJ reversed. This is a long-term bull market. Okay, so we are seeing some growth on that move. So basically, I want to see that this 15 minutes candle closing in this healthy bullish format, unless here is it breaks down, that will be unfortunate, then we might see reversal. But at the moment, I'm expecting to remain bullish. Come on. Now if it is reversing, then it's gonna even change. That's ridiculous. Let me see if we need to do anything here. I think it's just failed. The liquidity zone. Is this a failed move? We see a big drop on gold as well after this move. See the 5 minutes. GJ has failed. Well, it was. Let me see how we might see that it's a failed move. Now this candle is crucial to see the next one. So ultimately it's gonna still on the trade. Okay, let's see before the candle close. Most likely GJ reversed. We might see the downside. What's happening with the gold? If we look at the daily on gold, okay, I'll also be because gold is had a big head and shoulder. I will also be selling on gold. I will also be going short on gold. A bit wider stop loss, but we'll keep that here 3 to 1 because if it drops it might drop because there has been a significant improvement on DXY. So let me take that trade on gold. So looking at 10 minutes, stop loss just above this candle. TP target will be at 1996. I'll put at 2000 level first TP because we might see a reaction from 2000, which will be more than 2 to 1 risk to reward. I'll risk 1% on gold. So will be our TP at 2000, 2000.66, which is more than 2 to 1. Well, GJ might be hitting the SO, which we could see. Still on the trade on GJ, but might not. Oh, we see a little bit of bounce on GJ. Let me, in the meantime, I will be posting this one to the group. So okay, GJ had a, still I'm on the trade. So my stop loss at 413. Probably you guys have a different stop loss. Somehow I put a stop loss at 411. 411. Okay. Now depending on where you put, you might be on the trade or not. Can you let me know if you are on the trade? I think the BAP group, yeah, the stop loss on the BAP group was 0.44, so we might have got out of GJ, but somehow I'm on the trade. So looking at gold here, you will be looking at gold. Okay, gold I want to hold that, because if it drops down we might see that the price dropping a lot. So I'm sell on gold. Let me open here also. If gold drop down, it might drop a lot, because it might just reverse in that area if it drops. So GJ, this one very interesting. And any one of you are on the trade, is still on GJ, or you are out? It manipulated here multiple times. I think ultimately we could see GJ might reverse. Very strongly manipulative here. 15 minutes, two back to back, 3 dodges here, which is absolutely ridiculous on that. Still in GJ, okay, because it's still in GJ. Yes, GJ, okay. So GJ, let's see. It's just from the last moment it has got revert after gathering liquidity. That might bring that price go back again. Okay, well done. And I'm also still on GJ. My stop loss was a bit far from that. And gold has formed a middleman. Now at the moment it is a two-way situation. If gold revert, I think we might see that breakdown on gold. If we look at the daily, unless it wants to gather liquidity again from the top, which we could see gold even breaking that and coming down. At the moment the price has broken down on gold. Okay, so what I think that if it breaks down, it might break down a lot. Otherwise, if it can't, then might go back up again for another liquidity grab. So okay, GBPJPY managed to bounce after multiple manipulation. Now this is very important to see what gold is doing. It's showing a sign of reversal. We are at near entry. We might, because GJ looks good on that, so if it is good on GJ, let's see what we'll do on gold. Gold, I think that this is a middleman. So 30 minutes. GJ has gone up. Now for GBPJPY and with that on gold, is breaking that high. Not a very strong bullish yet. It's very, sometimes become very unpredictable. It's very we just need to look at what's happening. From the daily support, let me delete that. It's giving me a hard time. So we'll hold both of this trade. If one is going to work out, the other one should be covering up. So from 5 minutes on GJ, showing so far promisingly upside, while gold is up for a pullback. But at the moment, let's see how it is doing. Okay. From a big head and shoulder, and so basically GJ gathering liquidity from the support, which is a sign of another bounce up on GJ. Okay, here the 5 minutes. It's a complete head and shoulder. If gold managed to break down, we should see that it's, so we saw that previous bounce from 2001. So what I'm expecting now, gold to break 2000 level. So that's why my TP target at 2000.67. So let's wait to see how it will do. GJ has managed to bounce back up above our near our entry. 90 was a bit high. It is still the double triple doji, okay, on GJ on the 15 minutes. All of them are bullish. Okay, gold from 15 minutes here. Might try to break again. Let me know how's your experience. And also guys, if you are enjoying the live session, give a big thumbs up to help the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Okay, we will hold both of that trade. We have opened 2 trades, one in gold, the other one is GJ. GJ is near our entry, or some of you may be in profit, and gold is almost there. Guys, did you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel? Probably you are following us for a long time, but for good to smash it, smash the subscribe button and also press that like button. Okay, the GJ looks to the upside, while gold is, if gold managed to break, we will see that significant movement. Okay, potential for break is high on gold. If gold is getting very strongly bearish, GJ also may not find enough strength. Let me see. So 30 minutes candle closing with this 30 minutes candle on GJ. Also big bull, but why it's weaker? So gold has managed to drop down strongly, so we could see that gold might be forming that bearish pattern. We see that complete breakdown in that area. So what I will do, I will be opening another position on gold with this 15 minutes candle, closing with that, just a stop loss above this high. I'll be adding one more percentage. While we might see that GJ may not work out, that's fine. So I make sure you are not risking too much, because I'll just keep another position on gold with the same stop loss and TP, 1 more percent on that. So GJ we might lose that, so it depends on how you want to do. I will be closing GJ in the halfway. I'll keep only running gold. So I close GJ. So I'm out with GJ, and I'm double position with gold and out with GJ. It's a very Is this consolidating gold? Really don't know. It's a very interesting market structure. So if we look at now, if the price is going back up again here, let's Here we need to see a very weaker response from the buyer on gold. It might. So that candle is weaker bullish, so that's what I was expecting. Now let's see, the next one is coming down to break. Here you see that. Now where it is trying to be heading, there is a resistance here. Still I'm on both of the trade. So let's find out where. Look at the 1 hour, let's see. So if gold is, this red candle was significant bearish price action, but at the moment, boy, it's trying to revert back. So it might retest this level or create a lower high. Okay. It's gonna retry to move up. This is the 5 minutes price action, and it's done in a pullback. If it goes up here, that will be completely unusual breakout, but so far this doji on the 5 minutes is a big red candle, right? Big bearish. So now in the last moment how this is closing is important. There's a double doji here which is eventually coming in the direction that we expected, but the price action sometimes looks very peculiar, isn't it? This is a very peculiar price action has formed, but still looks the bulls are weaker. We see that GJ again, grab liquidity. So we are out on the trade. I'm out on the trade. This one. Not a very strong response from the seller as expected. The way it has broken out should have been had a big drop. This is what happened in trading, guys. What you can see, that volatility always doesn't come. Okay, so let's keep watching that one, and in the meantime let me see what this one is doing as GJ. And sometime the price action just move in a very unpredictable way, which is the sometimes sideway. So the only thing that we can do here is to see what's gonna happen. So GBPJPY, after this liquidity grab, it's now bouncing here again. What you can do with this price action? I'm out on the trade. Oh my god, what kind of price action it has formed? It has gone back up again. And look at this price at the moment. This is nothing we can do here on GJ. It's a completely choppy market, and gold is This has gone up multiple times. Might look for another entry. Once we find that here, it just has gone up to retest this candle, and this is now formed that many pip here. We can enter again 26 pip. This is a complete manipulation here. So after the manipulation, now it's trying to drop down. Okay, I will be on trade again, 3 to 1 again at 2000 level. The risk is 1%. So I have entered gold again in that area for this potential drop. It was a complete manipulation in gold. So I'm again another trade, but I will move my stop loss TP here to 2001. If it breaks down, it's gonna drop. What I'm expecting to drop a lot. So I'll be moving set TP. Okay, so it is a very manipulative, and so this manipulation is basically potential for further drop. Now if I bring that page up, this is the 1 hour price action, you can see, and that 1 hour a big red candle, this is a long wick candle, and what I am expecting on gold to have that breakdown, because it is a bearish market and I strongly believe that gold will be bearish over a long time. This one, we're trying to fill that wick. It just, the market does this all the time. Just gather liquidity from here, do the manipulation here, and then come here, do the another manipulation, and just keep pushing up and down until it finds its complete way to one direction. That sometimes make traders very impatient. Impatient now. So ultimately GBPJPY has broken the support level. Not gonna work out today. Now it's gonna break out again. What kind of structure it is making, really, I'm curious to see. Next 1 minute we might see another bounce or it's okay. Now what happened with GJ here? Is gold is going to feel that weak, or sometimes the market does very unpredictable way movement. So it's now trying to break again, a very unpredictable way the market moves. But here is what it can do now. Might drop again and going back up forth, finally forming a very long weak candle and then dropping down. So the head and shoulder is completed now. With that completion of head and shoulder, guys, which way you are biased with gold? This is a very strong head and shoulder formed on gold, and chances that it's gonna drop to this, but as I mentioned, it might grab something like that and then dropping down in that area depending on what it's gonna do. It's trying to fill that weak here. It's leaving an imbalance here, chances that it's gonna try to break that. There is another resistance here. What's happening with GBPJPY? This is a very choppy market, and when the market does this way, we can't do anything. In fact, you see that this is a very choppy market, and after breaking this, creating a lower high, it's trying to pull back to the upside. So daily support is still holding. "30 minutes closed with very unusual candle. In the last moment we see some kind of downside momentum. Wait with gold not yet breakdown. Yeah, this is what we see, some kind of manipulation, which is a very normal phenomenon in the market. Yeah, so gold is direct, not always directly. Gold is related to DXY. Sometimes they move, in unusual case they move in the same direction. More often they move opposite direction of each other. So we saw a candle at 30 minutes closed. I'm not very impressed with this price action, very choppy and not very nice price action here. Not very nice price action. It's very choppy, you can see that. Still on that, but it's very tight. I always use a very tight entry. What it will do basically, you see, after these kind of things will create kind of this gathering liquidity for a drop. So ultimately it's gonna drop, but before that it just wanna take out a lot, as many position as it can before it revert back. See, this is what it is doing, just going after some position to make a move. If we look at GJ, this one has failed completely to create a higher high. So the way GJ has formed, which basically has given a very high probability for a change of trend. The gold also. Sometimes some structure also I get surprised to see in the market that normally, in the past that didn't make like that. You see that this one on gold, this kind of structure is very uncommon to see, because when you see very uncommon structure, sometimes you find it difficult to read it even. So this one here, the way I see that potential for breakdown is very high, but how far it's gonna wanna take out is the question. So you see some kind of manipulation here, keep going, and with that on GBPJPY, it's not gonna hold it. Now here is on GJ. Let me see what GBPJPY is heading to. So if you look at on the 15 minutes, the support is broken on GBPJPY. Well, gold had a rejection again. Okay, gold finally looks like that it's a revert again. Okay, here I'll leave that trade on, whatever happened. Let me see what we can take as the advantage of GJ. So this is a structure gathering liquidity from here, which will be eventually will go up here and then will break in that direction. That's the future of this structure here on gold. And looking at GBPJPY, so what's your opinion on GJ? What do you think, which way it is heading? I think that GJ will drop down again to the, so you see that it gains a lot of liquidity from here. Price how many times has broken this resistance just to keep pushing down, but it's still, it's a, you know that it's a bull market, so quickly selling is a bit difficult to look at. But in gold, which is a completely different price action, different story here. So gold is a drop, correction, a big long drop. This is a big long week doji. The market manipulated on all sides and then has gone back there. So now it formed a very long bearish candle, which eventually should be in that direction unless big boys are very hungry for huge liquidity. So I'm on the trade here, and this is the most unpredictable way the market does. So we will be still looking at to see another entry opportunity once you will find, keeping this one at hand. I think that's not gonna. Okay. Here is, it's still consolidating in that area. This is the most peculiar structure you'll ever find. See how many times the market is just going back and forth. Sometimes the price does this kind of structure is just for preparation for a bigger move. Ultimately you see that once it will break down or a breakout, it's gonna make a big move in that direction. Guys, in the meantime, if you are new to the channel, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel and also press that bell notification so that you are not missing out. Okay, here is now very choppy in the last moment with this news. GJ is all those instruments looks very choppy at the moment. You can see here it's trending down but not very strong like the one that gold is doing here. Gold is forming bearish price action but not very strongly bearish, so ultimately you could see that drop. You see that it's slowly dropping in that direction, but it's not very strong as expected. What we expected from here to for the price to come down. Okay, a doji has formed on the 5 minutes. So you see this is a very interesting. Let it keep running while we will be looking at GBPJPY here to see. And what you guys are up to? Possible. Not a very impressive bearish, not a very impressive good price action here, and it's not a very good price action for trading. Some day like this, you'll see that someday last 2 days was very high volatility, and today we see a bit of slowdown because of the you see that there is a reversal on EURJPY, and that might reflect on GJ also. That reversal, there is a long week doji, and from the doji we see that the market had a reversal, so we might see that GJ is moving down while gold is just doing its job and manipulating in all sides. So it's some day are like this, and we need to keep that day on. I'll be coming on live again, guys, tomorrow. Until that, stay well, stay happy. We see that today the market is not doing as expected. Someday are like this, so we'll have a better day tomorrow. We'll have that there. Until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you there tomorrow again, trading live.